to somewhere.
You want me to post it?
Nope. Just post it. Because I'm not even finished.
Because I have a YouTube page.
You just post it wherever you need to post it.
Okay.
Because for those people who didn't read the comics, there's some obvious stuff that, goes without saying. And I haven't read all the comics. I'm not going to be one of those people who, well, I read all the comics from 1983 to 2004, and I've found that, I'm not going to be that guy. But there's some facts about Wolverine that the movie just like the Fox executives or something just looked at it and they were like, yeah, whatever, and just threw it in the trash. And they're like, here's what we're gonna do instead. Number one, the very first X-Men movie in 2001 or 2 or 3 or whatever it was, I don't even care. I mean, it was a good movie just because Wolverine was in it and it was Hugh Jackman. But, I mean, my number one problem, is the fact there's full body leather suits with orange. That's an X-Men right there.
Our cat, the X-Men.
No, Catman! DC, not what I'm talking about. But
Arwen.
there shouldn't be any black leather with orange striped outfits in the first X-Men movie because number one, didn't exist in the comics up until that point. Number two, they just look weird. I guess 2000s were the era of black leather, and Dominatrix was a big deal. And then number three, there was never any point in time when it was Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Professor X, and Rogue. And Iceman, kind of Iceman. They just threw him in as a cameo, even though he was one of the original 5 X-Men. They just threw him in as a cameo, this guy who was popular in, probably a Dawson's Creek type show, or One Tree Hill kind of thing. Let's throw in some dude with blonde spiked hair. He's Iceman now. Bobby Drake, right on.
I don't even remember who played Iceman.
It was I feel bad for not remembering his name because I can see his face right now. And he's if I saw his face right now, I'd think 90s actor ultimatum. And never anything ever again. Because he played Iceman and then he just went into the ether and I don't know. I don't even care. All I know is they gave Iceman the shaft when they had the perfect character to develop and be this guy could be a bad dude because he was part of the first team. It was Iceman, Jean, Cyclops, Beast, and Angel. And Angel always gets thrown under the bus. He's never going to be a main character just because his power set just kind of blows. He can fly and he's got bird's eye vision. Whoop-de-doo. That's basically Iron Man engineered that into his own suit. So, he's got all of Angel's powers and then, bullets and rockets. So Angel's powers don't even matter. But, it just doesn't make any sense because Iceman's the bomb. He can freeze. There's in the comic books, he can make ice slides that he glides around on. And they never show that except for a part of X-Men 3 when he kind of does it for a second. But that would have been so cool in all the X-Men movies if Iceman was just kind of a character. And not just like some whiny teen dude. But back to what I was saying about Wolverine and Spider-Man, I got totally off track. A Wolverine and Spider-Man movie would be sick. Because there's video games where they talk. And it's like, it's not, I think it's Web of Shadows maybe? It's like a PlayStation 2 game. Or a PlayStation 3 game. It's PlayStation 2. Pretty sure. It's when you can, like, change between the black and regular suit. It's when you can change between the symbiote and his regular suit. Interchangeably with, like, a button. And his webs turn into webs. And then, like, other attacks turn into tendrils. And, Wolverine can be your ally. And Moon Knight can be your ally. Which Moon Knight is, like, nobody's favorite. Well, somebody's favorite. But just because they went to the comic book store like, I want to start reading comics, and they picked up that one first, and they were like, oh, okay. And then they were like, oh, Spider-Man's in this. And then they started realizing it was part of Marvel, and they just stuck with it, I guess. I don't know. Moon Knight's not really... He's like Batman, except he actually has powers, but they're not really cool. Because he's Moon Knight. I mean, fuck. You're dressed in all white in the middle of the dark. Like, everybody's gonna see you. Every street light or everything that humans live with is gonna bounce off of your suit. And we're gonna see you. And he's got, like, a staff. I don't know. It's weird. If you ever played the Ultimate Alliance game for Xbox, you know that Moon Knight is okay. But if you play with Human Torch, then, I mean, fuck everybody else. But I mean, Human Torch is badass. I mean,
Drink your tea.
yeah, his power set's awesome. But and Human Torch also worked with Spider-Man. But speaking of Wolverine and Spider-Man, some of the best comics of all time. Because, well, I don't even really know why. Their movesets are so different. Like, Spider-Man is, like, super strong and super agile, and he's got the web thing going for him, which he invented. It's not natural, because he's super genius. Before he got bitten by a spider, he's already super genius. That was already part of his thing. And then Spider Sense and his own kind of kung fu that he invented, or whatever. And then Wolverine's got, like, super smell and super hearing and super, I guess, taste. And then...
That'd be cool.
Well, he's probably got that, too. I mean, he's got super hearing and smell, so... Taste, and maybe he sees a little bit further or clearer than people. I mean, he doesn't wear glasses. And then he's got the claws and the healing factor... And he can live for fucking ever and not die at all. Even if he gets the metal pulled out of his body by Magneto or ripped in half by the Hulk, he's still gonna be like, totally chill. Yeah, it's Shawn Ashmore. That's Iceman.
He does look like a Dawson's Creek guy.
I told you, he's totally 90s sitcom ready.
Shawn
He's
Ashmore.
like built for...
What have you been in?
He's built for some sort of sepia-toned tree on a hill screenshot.
X-Men.
Yeah, he's
X-Men.
He's fucking
Quantum
Iceman.
Break.
Yeah. Well,
X-Men.
and he was in Days of Future Past for like a second when he did nothing.
He was in Fringe.
That's cool. He was Joe Lynch in Frozen.
I don't think that's the cartoon
Is
one.
it?
It's not. It's not the cartoon one.
No, it's not. That's weird. How did Disney get away with that one?
I don't know. Solstice. X-Men.
He was in,
X-Men. He was the voice
He was
of
a
X-Men.
porn actor?
What?
Three Needles, Denny's, the porn actor or some shit?
Three Needles.
A three-paneled look at the worldwide aid. Okay, well, I get
It's like
it.
a documentary kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where he played a porn actor.
Yeah.